Hey guys, how's everyone doing? I hope everyone is keeping up with their 30-31 challenge. We're halfway through, so if you made it this far, you'll definitely make it till the end because it only gets easier from here. Today, I would like to share a few thoughts from Proverbs 15. The emphasis of this chapter is speech, and it teaches how the people of God ought to speak. God gifted human beings with the ability to communicate, and one way of communication is through speech. And what's interesting is that it is a characteristic that we share with God, because God also speaks not only through visions and prophecies, but God spoke through Jesus himself. So our speech and the way we speak is very important. Also, Apostle Paul in Colossians 4:6 writes the following: "Let your speech always be gracious, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone." So what we must understand is that the way we speak reflects not only our character, but also our identity in God. But nobody's perfect, and I'm sure each one of us is still working on their conduct, on their speech conduct, myself included. But it is important to recognize when we make mistakes, repent from those mistakes, and learn from those mistakes. And I think Proverbs 15 helps us with that. So here are a few thoughts that I would like to share from this chapter. The way we speak when we argue, and this is how this chapter starts. You see, when we find ourselves in a heated argument, either with colleagues or families or friends and so on, the first thing we should do and remember is to lower our voice and not respond in the same manner as the other person if that person shouts or has a high tone of his voice. The purpose is to turn off anger, not to make it worse, right? The second thought is that when we speak, we should always use our God-given wisdom. That's what Proverbs 15:7 tells us, is that our speech should always be complemented by the wisdom that God gives us. Third, it is best to wait to talk rather than rushing to talk. It is always better to allow other people or the other person to finish what they have to say before you talk. A good listener is always a good speaker, and a good speaker is always a good listener. Let me repeat that again. A good listener is always a good speaker, and a good speaker is always a good listener. And the fourth thought that I have is that we should try to present facts, and that's what Proverbs 15:28 shows us, and not superficial opinions, or attempt to lie or try to get away from with an easy answer. It is best to say "I don't know" rather than making things up, and that's what really the Bible teaches us. And the final thought I have is that when we speak, we should always aim to build up, not destroy. These are some of the thoughts that God placed in my heart to share with you guys, and I hope we can all work on our speech conduct so that it reflects Jesus day by day. God bless you guys.